Hello, everyone. We've got some great NBA action for you tonight. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. To the middle. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Back to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Los Angeles. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. To the right side, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert. And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And the bucket is good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. SGA's got 6 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Brian, back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Los Angeles making a change here. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 8. Pass to Reeves. Takes a 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here are the Thunder now. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Here's Reeves. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Just 5 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Williams. From the corner. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now, here is James. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
James deciding where to go with it. Sinks the tray. James has got 5.
The accuracy of LeBron's shooting is something else. He makes the long-range 3 look easy.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know. He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Just 3 on the clock. Holmgren with the block. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
The Lakers, 9.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. One thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
Kleber, shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic outside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Williams looking around. Here's Caruso. Here's Joe. Again, Oklahoma City.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Brad.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Doncic with it. 6 on the shot clock. Caruso grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Pass to Joe. They swipe it. Stripped it away. Down low. Carlson. Williams' shot is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And the layup is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Caruso. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Caruso's gotten 4 this quarter.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Brian?
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Williams' shot is good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
and they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Lakers with some changes. .157 left in the second. There's the foul. It's on Casey Wallace. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Now into the line for Oklahoma City.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half of this one. Back to James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Here's Holmgren. Down low, Holmgren drops it in.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat.
That double big lineup ain't gonna stop me.
Interior shots easier to find.
James outside. Hits a
What do you mean, like ever?
James has got 11 points.
Well, he's a guy they look to go
Oh, you
to,
just got
and
it?
now you see why.
Caruso outside.
I understand that. You want that $5, don't you?
Outside, SGA. Here's Holmgren.
You want that $5, don't you?
From Hayes.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
No, yeah, I see.
James
Yeah, I get
outside.
that. Yeah, I was like that for me with the
That would've
Warriors,
cut it to single digits.
but now I get that.
Thunder leading by 11. Here's SGA.
It's cool they give you $5 though. Should be 10, but
Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And this is Shea's
they could
game.
afford it if they made it $10
Get
though.
to the rim and finish.
LeBron fires and hits a 3. 19 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. Lakers trail by 10. Misses in close. To the inside. And here's Caruso outside.
I feel that. I feel the same way about Curry.
Oklahoma
But they had a
City
good run.
Up 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K
Yeah,
Sports.
yeah, I know that. That shit takes so much long. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying
You've enjoyed the
I'm just trying to
broadcast
play
thus
here and
far.
there.
We're halfway through the game. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last
Our
season.
creators, which
Only
mean?
the 8th best point differential in the West. What does
No,
that
I have
tell you?
not.
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded
I have
has
not.
postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
Outside for Mitchell.
Nah, of course.
Back to Williams.
Nah, I just be playing 2K,
Now
Madden.
Mitchell uses the glass to finish.
That's
the
really
layup.
it right now.
Mitchell's gotten his first points in this one.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Makes sense.
Encouraging
Kinda.
to see Doncic
But
sink
you
the
play your
three.
whole life, I
He
guess you
needs to keep doing this
can
now.
get sick of it.
Here's
Makes
Mitchell.
sense.
And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A
Yeah,
great
yeah,
move.
100%.
I mean,
The defense is
has
horrible
no
in this game.
response.
Well, getting a high percentage
Offense is way overpowered.
right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Outside Mitchell. The crossover. Rebounded by the Lakers. It's James on the wing. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Jalen Williams.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron.
Yeah, it's the only difference they did.
And hope that he misses.
Get the free throws over.
No good
Free
on the
throws suck
second
in
free
this
throw.
game.
And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range. Not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter.
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Shoots. Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the jump shot. SGA's got 12.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Lakers trail by 10. Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, BA, and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. He loves seeing these type of results.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles making a change here. And here's Reeves outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Reeves has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Kennard on the wing. On the wing, Caruso. Inside. Back to Williams. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Williams with the screen to the paint. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 35 seconds left in the third. Reeves with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Kennard outside. The deep 3. Williams grabs the board. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 14. Now here's Wallace. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Oklahoma City shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes both free throws. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The flow of the game.
Los Angeles, 36.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Mitchell. To the middle. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Graham.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton. A definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Pass break, here we go. Basket counts. That's 10 points for Chet Holmgren. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals. Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Fires in the triple.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Doncic outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shea with a step. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Might be time to quit, though.
And I love how he's pushing
Let's save
the
your
tempo
time.
and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
No, I'm not trying to be fucked up. I'm just saying, like, you guys save your time.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation,
Yeah,
leaving
you can say
little
so.
room for error. From deep, here's
I only
Doncic.
quit when I know the game's over.
Good. 5 for 9
And
shooting
almost,
so
it's a
far.
minute away from being almost
Using
over.
that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
And slam dunk
I guess
by
so, but
Gilgeous-Alexander.
besides Luka, you might not got
I'll
much
tell you,
stats.
such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to get through this tournament quick.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
The shot's good from SGA.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with
I fully understand. If this game went into triple overtime, I wouldn't be complaining, but a blowout, no reason to
Here's
stay in that.
SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Hartenstein.
I ain't even trying to be disrespectful with it.
Now SGA. And there's a 3-second violation.
Why not? Keep racking it up.
Lakers trail
Yeah,
by
bro.
16.
PSN is the main source of money.
Doncic left side.
All I'm saying is this tournament takes like 2 hours to
And
do.
there's Luka, one of the most
Bro.
entertaining players in the league.
You're not getting what I'm just saying. It's not about just $5.
On offense, here are the
Well,
Thunder.
what's the point of playing?
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul.
You know how to play
Foul number 2
2K.
for him.
You made your threes. It's the same shit every year.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, but it's the same format every year.
Well, he is really
Alright, bro.
filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Like I said, if you went in, if this shit went into double overtime, I would not be complaining about you quitting.
And I
But if
love
you're not
Doncic's shot
gonna keep it close, no
Smart
point in
at
staying in the
knowing
game.
when to shoot it.
And it's Williams off the drive. Dort with it. Picked up by Reeves.
I don't need you to care. Just try to beat me then.
Bam!
That's great.
Rocking the rim.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Cleared away by Hartenstein.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
Thunder leading by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Thunder.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 1:06 left in the fourth. That'll be a 5-second call. Outside Joe. From downtown. Yes, sir, with the 3.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Oklahoma City ball.
On the wing, Mitchell. Beyond the arc. No good. And here's Kleba. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Now Mitchell. Now pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by Doncic. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Oklahoma City ball.
From deep three-point range. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one.
Flexed biceps, light skin tone. Flexed biceps, light skin tone. Flexed biceps, light skin tone.
One.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce.
Boy, you give Jalen Williams any space, and my goodness, he will go to work.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics, one of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
Now, here's SGA. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Here's White. Shoots. He trains the turnaround jump shot. And here are the Thunder now. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Daigneault and I were able to chat. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. 3 seconds. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Boston. Left side, Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. It's stolen by Dort. Nobody near Williams. Off target from outside.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Holmgren's got his second basket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Right side, White. The putback. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Inside. Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 4. Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Celtics making a switch here. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Bulls from the top of the key. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound by Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Back to Joe. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Walsh can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Williams. Williams a screen. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Launches a 3. Williams, that's good. He's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Shoots from the baseline.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that one falls for Tatum. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Back to Williams. Pass to Joe. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pritchard with a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Thunder with the lead. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. It's Brown on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
And that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Outside Tatum. Tatum taking it in. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Well, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Here's Pritchard. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Brown on the move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Dort.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Dort.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Offline with his three. Celtics trailed by 10. Outside Tatum. Driving inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Brown with it. Pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Celtics trailed by 8. Outside, White. Going inside. Comes up empty down low. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down from distance.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
To the left wing. Here's Walsh. Here's White. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Celtics trailed by 13. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Pass to Hartenstein. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Thunder making a switch here. Now Tatum. He's got 18. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum down low. Back to Hauser. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. And finished off by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
The Thunder leading by 7. SGA feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Kevin, back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Williams for 3. Celtics trailed by 9. Over in the corner, White. It's White on the wing. A 3-ball. The Thunder pull it in. And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Celtics trailed by 14. Down low. Looking to end the run. Garza gets the bucket.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Wallace. Outside Williams. Now here's Wallace. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum drives in. Here's Walsh. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Outside Williams. Outside Williams. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Pass to Caruso. And he uses the glass on the layup. Caruso's got his second bucket.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness of the offensive end?
For three, Mitchell. Here's Tatum. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Mitchell wide open. Off target with his three. Celtics trail by 14. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And here is Caruso. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so he hits both. Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder lead by 16. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Wiggins left side. Pass to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving it around. Bucket is good.
You see the physical attributes that Holmgren has in the paint. Size and energy make it easy for him to find shots.
The three from Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Pass to Gonzalez. Back to Tatum. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And here now the Thunder. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly
Time to quit, bro. Game's over.
Several teams changing it up.
Save your time. Says time to quit. Save your time. I got bailed out, bro. I'm up 19. How am I getting bailed out?
Brown outside.
Well, like, so you were supposed to get 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers would have made a difference. 3 turnovers would have made a difference.
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Just saying, save your time.
The Thunder leading by 19. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Been beating me if I'm that bad. You got a good team, too. You're acting like your team's ass. They're using the Celtics. They're good. You got 2 superstars on your team. You should be. You're fine.
Now George.
Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams are not superstars.
SGA on the wing.
That's all I got. This team got.
And here is Williams.
You were missing the Creighton Pritchard.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
I'm just saying he has like a 90. He has like a 90-something 3-pointer.
It's stolen by SGA. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Over in the corner, White. And White slams it in.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Now Dort. He's covered by Brown. Back to Dort. Pass to SGA. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Celtics trailed by 21. Outside, White. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team fouls.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Nice move.
This guy is so strong physically. Lou Dort locked in defensively.
Second shot opportunity. Thunder with the rebound.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Pass to Hauser. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Williams.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the first one drops. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Celtics trail by 19. Off the glass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
It's Joe on the wing. Doesn't get that one. White is double. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Peyton Pritchard. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Let's get north. Here in Boston, we're at the home of the Celtics. Here's Queta. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Queta.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Tatum, no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's blocked. They get it back. Outside.
And no way you made it to the championship. You're going to off-ball. That's fucking pussy.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. That one good for two.
I mean, he's sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Pass to Tatum. No one near him. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Now White. To the middle. Here's Queta. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's White. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Tatum, no good. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Nice defense from Dort. And Williams, here we go. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
An old-school finish there with the finger roll. You gotta be committed to a move like that, and he was.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. And the Celtics another 3.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Down low. Holmgren. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Tatum. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Thunder up by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Celtics trailed by 6. Pass to Hauser. Over Wallace. Hauser misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Picked by Williams. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Picked by Williams. A 3 ball. SGA, no good. Celtics trailed by 4. Here's White. And it's sent back by Wallace. And it's SGA in the corner. Pass to Williams. The rebound by Tatum. The 3 from Tatum. Gonna go that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, you want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Goes up on the wing. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City leading by 6. To the paint. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
And good that time.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander slams it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low. And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help. The guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
On to White. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back over to you guys.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Count the basket. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Back to Hauser. Outside Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, no question. Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Wallace outside. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10. SGA double team. A steal. Richard with the ball. For the 3. Good on the triple. Pritchard's got the first basket of the third quarter for Boston.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Walsh. Pass to Sharman. And we have an intentional foul there. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Garza. SGA defending. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wall. They get a hand on it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. Jump ball.
And he gets it back. Back to Pritchard. They set the screen. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Dort. Misses in close. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Gonzalez. Drops in the layup for 2. Gonzalez has got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Here's Walsh.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
5 to shoot. Pritchard from outside trains the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Garza. Back to Pritchard. A floater. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Inside. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defender.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Wallace. Diving in.
The D just kind
stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 5. Pritchard from outside. Boston again missing. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Brings to the hoop. It's rebounded by Walsh. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. No good that time. Outside Williams. In the corner, Wallace with it. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Thunder up by 4. And do not go away as well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Celtics trail by 4. Now Pritchard. Out to Gonzalez. Pass to Garza. The Celtics working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Pritchard with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gonzalez, that's good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
First team foul. Substitution.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the move. And the dunk by SGA.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive is something to admire.
White, good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Good on the shot. 14 points for Chet Holmgren.
Rolling off the pick, Holmgren can beat you in a number of ways.
White, wide open, he fires. Out to the right wing. Brown, wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know, this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Now here's Tatum. Williams with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And taken away by Brown. Tatum outside. To tie it up. From anywhere. Anytime. Tatum.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Good on the basket.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Up top, Tatum. White inside. Outside, Brown. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. Driving inside. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
White. Here's Tatum. from outside.
Hey, you need some points. Tatum is your guy.
SGA. Oh, offensive interference. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Now here's Tatum to take the lead. Inside, Tatum finds the juice.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
All right, Hallie, thank you so much for that. Outside Tatum. Just 5 on the clock.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong move off the glass.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Now here's White. Tatum outside. Lets loose a three. He drills the three.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. White pulls it down. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.